Good morning, this is Rob at Next Truck Sales, and I want to introduce you to our 2015 Peterbilt 579. It features a Cummins ISX with a Eaton Ultrashift 10-speed automatic transmission. I'll take you through. This is our stock number 21-126. We've cleaned it up, we've done some cosmetic repairs, polished the wheels and polished the tanks. If you have a look here, you'll see there is some minor cosmetic damage here. It did touch something and it's just got a little bit of a crinkle. Okay, we've got Firestone Steering tires. These are 14 ply. I'm going to say they're at least 70%. Polished steps and tanks here. This is a 120 gallon fuel tank. We've got Aeolus drive tires. They're virgins. I'm going to say they're at least 90%. Outside aluminum wheels, steel on the inside. We've got the PETERBILT low leaf air suspension. Okay, we've got stainless steel mud flap hangers, single reverse light, 4-bag air suspension. Okay, we've got a polished battery box, non-chrome def tank. Okay, we've got a roof deflector and arrow side extenders. And another Firestone Steering tire up front. It's starting to rain a little bit, so I'm going to go a little fast because I don't want to get wet. You'll see how it's so it's good in California. If you look underneath the hood here, this is a 435 horsepower engine. Good look down here. Okay, so the truck comes DOT certified. It comes with a fresh service, comes with cold air, comes with no leaks. It's ready to go to work. We'll service it if we haven't already. And I'll give you a good look here. So if you look here, vehicle complies with US EPA, and I'll show you a sticker over here. The vehicle complies with federal DOT. So this truck, made in Denton, Texas. There's no taxes on it. If you're watching this video and you happen to be in the US, there's no additional taxes other than what you would pay to your local jurisdiction for buying a vehicle. I've got a little bit of rubbing wear marks on the back of the cab from the airlines bashing in. A couple of dents, nothing too traumatic. A little bit of corrosion here on the bracket that holds the extender, but overall generally very good condition. You can see we've sandblasted and painted that frame. It's got a fresh coat of black polyurethane paint on there. Let's have a look inside. Okay, so we've got a basic air ride seat here, and we've got a non-air ride seat on the opposite side. I'll take you inside. This one has power locks, power mirrors, power windows, and heated mirrors. Okay, it has automatic climate control, and we'll fire it up. Okay, cruise control is over here. Turn that up. Okay, now, being a Canadian truck, it does have the speedometer in kilometers per hour, but your smaller gauge, you'll see it says miles per hour. So you don't need to change the gauge. There's no modifications that need to be made because you can actually drive down the road and see the speed you're going in miles per hour without changing this gauge. The gauge can be changed, but I don't think it's necessary. We've got our work lights, our fog lights down here. I'll give you a better look this way. We've got telescoping wheel. It's a 2-pedal automatic and 247,000 miles, and our gauges are in Fahrenheit. So you'll see Fahrenheit for the coolant temperature, PSI for our air gauges, oil pressure is in PSI, outside temperature is in Fahrenheit as well. Trailer brake application, oil temp, manifold pressure is in PSI as well. Taking you through here, there's 3 spare switches, traction control, and hill start assist, as well as trailer aux. And then we've got our differential lock, suspension dump, and a fifth wheel slide. We've got a PTO button on here, but there is no PTO on this truck, never has been. Down to the shifter. This is called a Cobra head shifter, and the way that it's used, you grab this little button here and you're going to put it into gear. If you want to go manual, you put it into manual, and then with this button here, we can change the gear that we're in. You see I'm at 3, I go down, I'm in 2, I go down again, I'm in 1, or I just shift the lever back into drive and I set it and forget it. It's going to start out in 2, but if we do run into a situation where there's a heavy load, it's going to drop down into first. There's also another feature here called low, and that will try to put the transmission into the lowest possible gear to give you maximum engine braking. And so that is a feature of the transmission. Now, that being said, I'll just show you through the rest of this cab. Okay, so we've got a it's clean. I guess that's the point. What I'm trying to show you here, everything is LED lighting. Okay, and if you're watching this from the US and you have any questions about how the process works, it's quite simple. We're going to take care of everything for you as far as paperwork goes. We're going to supply you with the paperwork. You go to the local DMV and get your title converted from Canada to the US. We'll guarantee that you'll get your title, so you don't have to be concerned if you get to the DMV and strike out because you don't have the paperwork. That's not going to happen. We'll support you throughout the entire process. Let me take you underneath the hood and get you to have a good look at it. We haven't completed the DOT yet. We do that prior to the truck being delivered. So the DOT is not done, and there's a specific reason why we do that. I'm going to turn off the key so you can hear me a little bit better. Things like this air leak that I hear will be dealt with prior to delivery. And part of the reason for that is for things such as this nature. When a truck sits for any length of time, we all know things can happen. So if we do the DOT today and it sits for a month and you go to take delivery, there's potentially issues that will pop up from having the truck sit. So if we make a deal on the truck, we will do the DOT the week that we're going to be delivering the truck to you, so you get an absolutely fresh DOT. Okay, and we'll deal with that at that point. So this particular truck, because we have 2, and I'm going to do another video for the other truck, the serial number ends in 883, so take note of that. And if you have any other questions about this truck, you can feel free to call me, 844-489-8789, and it's Rob at Next Truck. Thanks and have a good day. Bye for now.